Why you feel lost even when life looks fine. Everything looks okay from the outside. You have a roof over your head, people who care about you, a life that, by most measures, works. But something feels off. A quiet emptiness you can't quite name. A restlessness that follows you even into good moments. A feeling that something is missing, but you don't know what. And because nothing is obviously wrong, you feel guilty for feeling this way. So you push it down, stay busy, keep moving, hope it passes. But it doesn't pass. It just gets quieter. And you get better at ignoring it. Until one day, it gets too loud to ignore. So what is that feeling? It's not ingratitude. It's not weakness. It's not a sign that something is broken in you. It's a signal. Your deeper self communicating that the life you are living on the outside is not aligned with who you are on the inside. That gap between your outer life and your inner truth is where the emptiness lives. Most people spend their entire lives building a life that looks right rather than one that feels true. They choose careers based on security, not passion. Relationships based on familiarity, not genuine connection. Goals based on what they were told to want, rather than what actually moves them. And they achieve those things, tick those boxes, reach those milestones, and still feel lost. Because you can build an entire life on someone else's blueprint and wonder why it doesn't feel like home. So how do you find your way back? The first step is to stop running from the feeling. Most people treat inner emptiness as a problem to be solved quickly, a mood to fix, a phase to push through. But that emptiness is information. Sit with it honestly. Ask it what it's trying to show you. Where in your life are you going through motions? Where are you performing rather than living? Where have you been dishonest with yourself about what you actually want? The answers won't always be comfortable, but they will be true. And truth is always the beginning of real change. The second step is to reconnect with what genuinely moves you, not what should move you, not what impresses others, but what makes you feel most alive, most yourself, most present. For some people, it's creating. For others, it's connecting deeply. For others, it's exploring ideas or nature or silence. Whatever it is for you, it's not a luxury, it's a compass. Follow it more deliberately. Build more of your life around it, not all at once, but intentionally, consistently. The third step is to be honest about what you need to let go of. Sometimes feeling lost is not about adding something new, it's about releasing something old. A version of yourself you've outgrown. An expectation that was never really yours. A path you chose for the wrong reasons and have been too afraid to step off. Letting go feels like loss in the beginning, but it creates space. And in that space, the right things find their way in. The fourth step is to stop measuring your life against everyone else's timeline. Comparison is one of the quietest thieves of peace. It takes your unique journey and makes it feel inadequate by placing it next to someone else's highlight reel. Your path is not behind. It is not wrong. It is simply yours. And it unfolds at exactly the pace it needs to. Trust that. You are not lost because you are failing. You are lost because you are growing. And growth always involves a period of not quite knowing where you are before the new direction becomes clear. That disorientation is not a sign to stop. It's a sign to go deeper within, to get quiet enough to hear your own truth, to be honest enough to follow it, to be brave enough to build a life that is genuinely yours, not perfect, not impressive to everyone, but real, aligned, alive. That is what you came here for, not to perform a life, but to actually live one. Come back to yourself. Go within. Wake up. You are unplugged, and you are exactly where you need to be. If this message spoke to you, don't just listen and move on. Start becoming more aware of your thoughts. Protect your energy. Feed your mind with purpose. And if you're ready to break mental limitations and evolve into your highest self, subscribe to Unplugged Mind, because here, we don't just exist. We awaken.